All right, so today we're diving into something I know a lot of you are trying to figure out. The
Yeah.
world of online dating.
Oh, yeah.
We're going way beyond just, swiping in profile.
Okay, so you know those ads that promise, like, find love online, and you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like finding a real connection by swiping left or right. Come on.
Right.
But then I found this guide. It's called Online Dating Mission is Possible.
Okay.
And it actually, like, shifted my whole perspective.
Interesting.
Especially, I think, if you're over 30 or a single parent, this guide is surprisingly insightful.
Yeah, what really struck me about this guide is its focus on clarity.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not about just kind of going through the motions of online dating
Right.
and settling for whoever pops up. It's about understanding what you want and need in a partner before even thinking about opening that dating app.
Yeah, I love that. Like, it really encourages you to get crystal clear about your, non-negotiables.
Absolutely.
Like, imagine if you knew exactly what you were looking for. Someone who, I don't know, loves hiking as much as you do, or is content to just kind of curl up with a good book on a Friday night.
Right. And it goes beyond just those basic preferences. It really digs into like those little things that make you feel valued and respected
Oh, that's good.
in a relationship. Because sometimes those subtle gestures mean just as much, maybe even more, than those big romantic gestures.
Absolutely. You're like building a love blueprint before you even start, right?
Exactly.
And once you have that blueprint, it gives you this incredibly practical framework for crafting an online dating profile that actually stands out.
Yes. Because let's face it, your profile is your first impression, and this guide makes it count.
Yeah, it's not just like those generic choose photos that reflect the real you tips.
Right.
It gets specific. Like, did you know that they suggest including at least one picture of you doing something you love?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's
Yeah.
about showcasing your passions, and that, in turn, can attract someone who shares those interests.
That is so smart. And I think especially if you're over 30 and maybe haven't done online dating, in a while, the emphasis on safety in this guide, especially for women, is really important.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they give you checklists for everything from, like, setting up a safe first date to, spotting those red flags early on, really like taking control of your dating experience.
And for those of you who are single parents, it also tackles the unique challenges of dating with children.
Oh, that's so important.
It's a really sensitive and practical approach to how to introduce a potential partner to your kids.
Right.
And like setting realistic expectations for how a relationship might actually fit into your life.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like juggling kids, work, dating.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, the guide even encourages you to let go of any past relationship comparisons. Stop idealizing the perfect ex.
Yes, because how can you be open to new love if you're still clinging to the past?
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that you deserve a fresh start, free from all that baggage.
And once you've cleared that space emotionally, the guide has these unique date ideas that go so far beyond, like, let's just grab coffee. So much more interesting.
Yeah. Forget the generic coffee dates. This is about activities that uncover genuine connection,
Right.
not just filling time. So instead of just sitting across a table from each other, maybe try a pottery class.
Oh, I love that.
See how you work together creatively as a team.
You wouldn't learn that over coffee, would you?
No.
So, to make sure you stay focused, the guide is full of these checklists
Yeah.
to help you stay organized throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
It's like having, your own dating coach in your pocket.
I love that analogy. And they really do have checklists for everything, like setting up your profile, planning safe first dates, even navigating that define the relationship talk.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the worst.
Right. So
Yeah.
awkward. Having a checklist can be a lifesaver.
Yeah, totally. And the guide goes beyond just logistics, too. It has some really great advice about sparking conversations, that go beyond just surface-level small talk.
Yes. Ditch the what do you do for work questions and get ready to dive deep.
Yeah, so they give you tips on asking these open-ended questions,
Mm-hmm.
really listening to what the other person has to say,
Mm-hmm.
and even sharing your own vulnerabilities.
Right. To build intimacy
Right.
and see if you have that deeper compatibility.
Yeah, because you want to know if you share values and life goals.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Those are the things that really matter in the long run.
Totally. A shared love of pizza is great, but shared values, that's gold.
Exactly.
And even if a date doesn't lead to a relationship, the guide offers strategies for handling disappointment and moving forward
Yeah.
with resilience and even a little bit of humor.
That's so important because dating, especially online, can be a roller coaster. You need those coping mechanisms. The guide reminds us that rejection is just part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't define your worth. It's about learning and growing and keeping your heart open to new possibilities.
And this is where it gets even better, because the guide doesn't just leave you hanging out there alone. It comes with access to this online community where you can connect with other people who are on a similar journey.
That sense of community is so valuable, especially in the online dating world, which can feel isolating at times.
Yeah, it's like you're all in this together, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to dive deeper into that community aspect in a bit because it's honestly one of the coolest things about this whole guide.
Yeah, it really flips the script on the whole online dating as isolating idea and makes it more about camaraderie.
Exactly. So we've covered a lot of ground, but what does all this mean for you, our listener?
Well, this guide isn't just a feel-good pep talk. It's a realistic but hopeful roadmap for navigating online dating and finding a meaningful connection. Yeah, it really empowers you to take control of your experience, to be intentional about your choices, and to know that lasting love is possible, even if it starts, with a swipe on an app.
And speaking of starting, the holidays are right around the corner. And let's be real, they can be kind of a tough time to be single.
Yeah, it's true. You're bombarded with these images of happy couples, families everywhere. It's easy to feel like you're the only one, flying solo.
Right, exactly. But this guide, it acknowledges that, but also offers a way forward. It doesn't pretend it's easy,
Yeah.
but it gives you the tools to, start creating the kind of connection you deserve.
Even if you're not quite ready to jump back into dating right now, I think
Yeah.
this guide is still so valuable, just for the insights about relationships, self-awareness, and what it really means to connect with someone.
Yeah, it's like a gift to yourself this holiday season. A
Absolutely.
gift of hope, practical advice, and a reminder that, hey, you deserve love and happiness,
Yeah.
no matter what your relationship status is.
And I really appreciate that it doesn't offer any quick fixes or magic solutions.
Right.
It's honest about the fact that finding real love takes effort, intentionality, and, a willingness to be vulnerable.
It's a journey.
Yeah, but it also assures you that it's worth it.
Totally. It's about shifting your mindset,
Mhm.
from will I ever find someone to I am worthy of love and I'm going to create opportunities to find it.
Yes, exactly. It's like you move from that place of lack and desperation to a place of confidence, empowerment.
Yeah.
And that shift in energy, I think, is palpable, and it's going to affect how you interact with people and attract the right kind of people.
It's funny. When we first decided to deep dive into this guide, I have to admit I was a little skeptical.
I get it.
I thought it would be, full of cheesy pickup lines and superficial advice.
Oh, yeah. Online dating can definitely have that, cheesy reputation.
Right. But this guide really surprised us, didn't it?
It did. It totally did. It goes way beyond the surface and really gets into the psychology of dating, the importance of emotional intelligence, the power of building genuine connections.
And it does it all with a sense of humor, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Recognizing that dating can be exhilarating and terrifying, often at the same time.
Yes.
So we've talked a lot about what's on in this guide, but for you, what would you say is the most important takeaway for our listener?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that finding love online is not a passive activity. It's not about just endlessly swiping and hoping for the best.
You have to be in the driver's seat.
Exactly. It's about being proactive, being clear about what you want, and putting yourself out there in an authentic way.
And, taking advantage of resources that are available to you, like this guide and its online community, to help you navigate the whole thing.
Right. You're not alone in this. There are others out there looking for the same thing, and there is support every step of the way.
And that's so powerful, especially if you're feeling kind of discouraged or disillusioned with online dating.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that you have the power to create the love life you want.
It all starts with taking that first step, even if it's a little scary.
And sometimes that first step is just reading a guide like this, arming yourself with knowledge, and shifting your mindset.
Absolutely. To one of possibility.
Okay, so remember how we mentioned that online community earlier? Well, I think it's time to dive into that because this is where things get really interesting.
Yeah, this is one of the most unique and valuable parts of this whole guide.
So imagine this. You've read the guide, you're feeling motivated, you're ready to put yourself out there. But maybe you're also a little nervous. You're worried about making mistakes, or you're not sure how to handle certain situations.
That's totally normal. I mean, dating can be nerve-wracking, online or offline. But the good news is you don't have to go through it alone.
Right, and that's where this online community comes in.
Yeah.
It's a safe space where you can connect with other people who are, on the same journey.
It's like a virtual support group for online dating, but
Yeah.
without the awkward silences and bad coffee.
Right, exactly. And you've got this vibrant, supportive community full of people who get it because they're going through it too.
You can share your experiences, ask for advice, celebrate each other's victories, get support when you need it most.
And it's not just about, complaining or venting.
No.
It's also about celebrating wins, sharing tips, learning from each other. It's about connecting with other people who are going through the same things. You can swap stories, share tips, celebrate each other's successes.
That shared experience is so valuable.
Yeah.
It creates this feeling of we're all in this together,
Mhm.
which can make the whole dating process feel less intimidating and less isolating.
Especially, I would think, for single parents,
Oh, absolutely.
who are trying to juggle dating with work, kids, all of life's other demands.
Yeah, the community is a great place for single parents to connect with others who really understand those unique challenges.
You can share tips on everything from, finding time for dates to how to introduce a potential partner to your kids.
And for those of you who are over 30 and maybe new to online dating, there's a ton of experience and support there as well.
Yeah, you can learn from people who've been there, avoid common mistakes,
Yeah.
and, just gain the confidence to put yourself out there.
The community even offers these workshops, webinars on all kinds of topics,
Got it.
from creating a standout dating profile to mastering the art of online communication.
So you're not only connecting with people, you're constantly learning and growing.
It's like dating boot camp, but way more fun.
Right. No push-ups required.
Oh,
Okay, so the online community sounds amazing, but how does it actually work?
well, it's all online, so you can access it anytime, anywhere. And you can also connect with other members directly through private messaging.
Got it.
They even have regular live events like Q&A sessions and even virtual speed dating.
Oh, fun.
So it's really about building that connection both on and offline.
I love that. It's incredible to see how this online community is really making a difference in people's lives.
And the best part is it's all included with the guide.
It's like a bonus gift.
Totally. Okay, so we've explored this incredible guide. We've unpacked the power of this online community. And now I want to bring it back to you, our listener. So we talked about crafting that love blueprint, building an amazing profile, and even navigating those, sometimes awkward first dates, but what really resonated with you today?
Yeah, what's that one thing you're going to take away from this?
Yeah.
And maybe even, actually DO something with.
Right. Because this guide isn't just theory. It's about taking action.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, maybe you're feeling inspired to finally define what you really need in a partner.
No more settling for good enough.
Right.
It's time to aim for that connection that really lights you up.
Exactly.
Or maybe you're going to dust off that dating profile and revamp it
Yeah.
using those awesome photo tips we talked about.
Yeah.
Let your personality shine.
And hey, if that online community thing sparked your interest, why not check it out?
Yeah.
You deserve that support, that camaraderie.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought. What's one small change you can make today, based on what we've talked about, to start moving towards a more fulfilling love life?
I love that.
It could be as simple as, I don't know, writing down those non-negotiables,
Mm-hmm.
Those qualities you absolutely must have in a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Or, hey, maybe it's sending a message to someone who caught your eye online.
Right. Whatever that first step is, take it. You deserve love. And it's out there waiting for you.
And if you stumble, this guide, the community, they're there to support you. We're all in this together.
Absolutely. Happy dating.
Happy dating.